Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys one of the best chess game of Mr. Nani. So I hope you all known about Nani, so I didn't think I have to introduce about him. So just trying uploading his game only inside 30 or 40 seconds to keep my WhatsApp status or something else. So many of subscriber commenting that to upload the video with voice and analyze to describe the match. So I'm really very weak to describe about match, and I have really no too much good education about chess game. So I have only one video of Mr. Nani which I have described and analyzed. So there has really very weak of my chess cradle. So here I will try my best to analyze and describe about games. So let's here in the game archive. So let's maybe laterally I will upload the gameplay of this Mr. Nani about this. So firstly I would like to choose this one which opponent name is Mansfu. So here any of my pronunciation is mistake, then apologize. So select the game and here we go to the game and go to report, and here the result come. The opponent done 3 blunder, and Mr. Nani's chess username you can guys see as a Sharaf Tumri. You can search it and send the challenge if you wanna play with him. So here I also tried to say the strength and the weakness of Mr. Nani to just literally if any one of you play with him then become too easily. So what's happened here, so let's go with analyze and self-analyze to show we have to show the settling what happening on the next move if in done with this. So Mr. Nani playing with the black side and the opponent playing from white side. So what I'm trying to talk about is that I would like to share here the strength of Mr. Nani and weakness of Mr. Nani. The strength of Mr. Nani at the starting of the game, he didn't try to save his pawn and sacrifice as much as he can, and where he can easily to develop his powerful pieces like queen, bishop, and knight, and also rook. So if you can defend the strength of Mr. Nani is that he tried to develop his powerful pieces as much as fast and tried to checkmate the opponent king with their powerful pieces. And if you can defend that, and at the end game you can really defeat the Mr. Nani easily cause of pawn very less of Mr. Nani. So same as here, sacrificing his pawn. Let's we see. Opponent start with d4, c5 Sicilian defense. Actually, when the opponent start with the d4, then Sicilian's defense is not too much good. But here, Mr. Nani, as I said, told you before, he just like to sacrificing pawn. So the opponent didn't accept the sacrificing. Instead of that, just play d5 and e6 again, try forcing to capture this pawn. And again the opponent didn't capture this pawn and play c4 to defend this d5. Yes, d5 pawn. So here Mr. Nani play b5 again for sacrificing this pawn only for bishop ways, develop the bishop on the queen side. So here the opponent take the pawn and Mr. Nani play d5, queens take d5, and playing d5 is a little bit mistake of Mr. Nani because after queen take d5 the rook is going. There is no safe. There is no chance to save the rook, because if we wanna save the rook, then we have to give bishop and knight just like this. If we save with this knight, then simply pawns capture this knight, beautiful knight, and again we cannot if we comes here, and this is really very big program here, pawn capture, and this queen maybe so many threatening so on, so we didn't like to play this game, and we just tried to stop with bishop. This is really too much fully mistake. So through this situation, we didn't try. It's just nonsense to try to save the rook. Instead of this, Mr. Nani also didn't do this mistake and just sacrifice the rook in play. What's play here is fastly make give just check with f5 with queen, and opponent just stop the check with c3, knight c3, and develop the knight, just sacrificing rook. Not sacrificing. This is forced to give rook. So queens take rook and develop the bishop with safe to knight, defend the knight, and opponent play e3 to develop his bishop, and castle and queens back to f3. After that, Mr. Nani play a6 to capture the pawn, and bishop to d2, develop, not only developing his bishop but also way to castle the king to save. So here Mr. Nani play queen to b4 to attacking the pawn and castle here, and Mr. Nani takes the pawn and knight takes the pawn, and in this case Mr. Nani didn't try to save his queen. And let's see what the Mr. Nani play is: bishop to e5. So can you guys understand what for why this beautiful queen sacrifice? So I also didn't think, and actually computer analysis is not showing this move is blunder. Instead of saving queen bishop to e5, not showing as a blunder, but I think this is blunder. So Mr. Nani, what I am thinking that Mr. Nani tried to playing the game style of Mikhail Tal. Mikhail Tal, maybe I didn't need to describe everything. Mikhail Tal is one of the best chess gameplay ever in chess history, and his game style is he's just only attacking opponent king as Mr. Nani following Mikhail Tal. So Mikhail Tal says there is two kind of sacrificing in chess game. One is correct and one is mine. So the mine one is not too much good because that is incorrect but confusing to opponent. So maybe Mr. Nani tried to playing the game style of Mikhail Tal. So opponent really become confused and didn't take the sacrifice. And instead of this, and just try to save the checkmate on b2 with bishop and queen, and just giving exchange of bishop. And Mr. Nani in this case, he analyzed that this sacrifice is not too much good because of his two powerful pieces is not developed now. So here he exchanged the bishop, knight to bishop, pawn to c4, and rook to d4, giving pressure on pawn with bishop and rook, and d5 just defending. Knight takes d5, knight takes d5. Of course here Mr. Nani compulsory have to exchange the knights, because if here didn't exchange and just saving his queen, and then opponent just capture with check, and we compulsory need to capture with pawn, then queen to here g3 is very dangerous. After this our knight is hang, and also rook comes on this king line, and this powerful king and queen and opponent rook will really dangerous to checkmate. So here was the Mr. Nani. After this knight takes on d5, and queen takes d5, and bishop to e6, giving pressure on queen. So queen to e4, rook to c8, developing the rook, and also taking the rook the line of opponent king. And here the bishop takes on c4, the bishop takes the pawn on c4, and this is blunder. And of course, you know, here the Mr. Nani play bishop takes bishop on c4. In this case, the opponent cannot capture the bishop, otherwise Mr. Nani just simply captured the rook with check, and this beautiful queen is going. You capture the queen and queen capture queen, and this is totally black winning because the opponent have only one rook and knight, and there's two powerful pieces are not developing now, and this powerful queen and knight will be checkmate, and if didn't checkmate, then slowly checking and capturing these two powerful pieces and just winning. So what in this case, the opponent didn't play the captured the bishop, and also the checkmate on this line, threatening just controlling this c1 rook, sorry, c8 rook. So therefore there is no checkmate now. So here the opponent the best move is king to just here d1. Yes, this is best move, but what the opponent play is knight to f3, and this is blunder because here is coming discover check with bishop, and your beautiful queen is going. So as Sam the Mr. Nani playing bishop to d3 with check, discover check, and here the opponent have no good move, and if they try to save with rook, then simply rook takes rook with check, and this beautiful queen is going. So the opponent play best move king to d1. In this case, if the Mr. Nani takes the queen, opponent queen, then rook takes queen, and if bishop takes knight, pawn takes bishop, and this is totally white winning because at the in-game two rook vs one rook and knight, and instead of that three pawn more than black, then this is totally winning of white. After this discover check, king move to d1. So what is the best move for white to win? So let's find the best move, guys. Maybe this one is good puzzle for you guys. So try to find. So what's the next move Mr. Nani plays shocking? The next move Mr. Nani play queen to b2, capture the pawn instead of capturing queen. So what's the logic behind it is the opponent cannot capture our bishop. If the opponent do this one, then simply our rook comes to c1 and checkmate. Same as the opponent cannot capture with this rook, so the opponent play knight in the game, sorry, queen to c6, sacrificing the queen. So there has logic. If we capture the queen with our rook, then simply opponent rook come to d8 and checkmate. So going on before, so the Mr. Nani played sorry, analyzing, yeah, queen to e2 with check, and there is only one legal move is king to c1, and in this case Mr. Nani play rook capture queen on c6 with check, and here the opponent rook cannot comes to d8, so opponent play the rook on c4, and here the opponent after this playing rook to c4 just resign, opponent resign, because here is only one move and checkmate is that. Yes, rook takes rooks on c4 is checkmate. So how was the match? So I hope you guys like this video. So just comment who get the best move of the game. So I will try to describe about Mr. Nani's other games. So goodbye.